Like literally daily, we're given so many opportunities to make the choice between love versus fear, like over and over and over again. I feel like the business is just a metaphor for it. But, you know, humans are so interesting because you have this information, like, I'm sorry to go back to the climate crisis, but like you have this information presented to you that is deeply sobering, that we should be taking into our hearts, feeling with fear and reverence and coming together and like asking, what are your grandchildren being left with, Jay? Mm-hmm. And so we have this very interesting part of our brains that's able to sort of blinker and shut out what is too overwhelming to absorb. And in the end, I really feel like the practice of yoga comes down to the practice of feeling what is impossible. And, you know, I say this isn't just my experience, but like when I have my people lie in Shavasana, like I really want them in one hand to feel everything that they love, like everything, like ungovernable love, how you feel about your 5 and 10-year-old Jay. Like, don't you just want to buy an insurance policy that you can wrap around them? And then in the other hand, you have to feel that all this passes, this too shall pass, right? And so we're asked, that alone, we're asked to feel in life the most impossible love and loss. And so I really think this is an opportunity for humanity not to turn away, let the longing and the overwhelm and the feeling of soberness. This is a sober time. Like let it run riot through your body and feel it all. But at the same time, use that to inspire movement. Like I think it's really interesting that our mission statement is definitely to provide comfort. That's one piece. The other is to sort of be a place of reflection. But in our mission statement is to ignite movement. Because if you really feel things deeply, you emerge not paralyzed by fear. You likely will be motivated to move, to do, to act. But for me, daily, whether it's do I let Henry go outside and go for that walk? Because actually there's a lot of evidence that fresh air is the best thing for treating corona. Or do I seal him in a bubble and refuse to let him leave the backyard? Do I, choose to go into a place of isolation and fear and assuming that like, there's no way we can keep getting these newcomers. How's this plan? Like collapse, retreat, withdraw, cut managers, cut teachers. Or is your attitude that actually, I don't quite know how, but like we are going to make this through. And like I wrote to my faculty actually in my last faculty email, there were times in the hospital where like I looked at him and he was like this little transparent ghost and he had like tubes sticking out of every part of his body and nothing worked and no one knew how he would make it. Like everything in front of me says he dies. There's no scenario. I could never have imagined the little 2-year-old who's running around singing ABCs. Like they don't even know how his brain is developed as it has. It's just amazing. So like there is this part of us that without knowing how, that whether it's, faith or whatever you call it, there is tremendous good that can come from smart people coming together and believing, like choosing optimism, choosing love over fear. So it's a sober time, and there is a part of me that panics every night when I go to sleep. And then there's another part of me that is like, this is the practice. Like this is the moment to navigate that fear and not cocoon down into retreat and isolation, but to choose connection, to choose faith, to choose thinking about others, worrying about others, like doing the right thing. Like this is definitely one of those moments where the fear will either bring out the worst in us or reveal who we truly are. So.
Oh, thank you for that. That was just beautiful. And I felt filled with hope. and I really
Me too. This is what it's like every day to work with her.
It's a beautiful thing. And,